Sertoba Media, where the struggle is real to be awesome.
I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again. It ain't no race if I don't win. Trust I'm coming up for that top spot, coming up for that throne. Trust I'm coming up for that drop top, cool sitting.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Grind. I am your host, Korrey, and we are here to talk about all things WWE. You can catch The Grind on many different social media platforms, just like this one here, Sertoba Media, SIRTOBA. If you want to catch full episodes of The Grind each and every Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, it'll be right here on Sertoba Media. You can catch The Grind on many different social media platforms as well. Those platforms will be available for you all to see at the end of today's episode. Now, let's get into what we got for today.
If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came in to run it and bet if I had to, I'd do it again.
All right, we ain't got time to waste. We about to jump right into it. This weekend is a heavy weekend in wrestling content between WWE and AEW. But of course, we cover all things WWE here. So we're going to talk about all three events going on this weekend. And I'll be like real serious with you. You're going to get my predictions. You might get a couple of thoughts, but we're going to move fairly quickly because we got a lot of matches to get through. So we're going to start with the first event of the weekend, the NXT Great American Bash. All right. So first match we're going to talk about is the match between Javon Evans and Jasper Troy. Jasper Troy, winning season 1 of LFG, came on the scene real heavy, attacking Obafemi and getting a championship match right out the gate. He was defeated in his efforts, but seemingly picked a fight with the young OG Javon Evans. And unfortunately, in this match, I feel like the young OG is going to drop that O and just be a G. He going to be a goner. Because that boy Jasper Troy don't play no games. But I don't feel like they're going to give the win to the young OG. He's established on NXT already, even though I feel like he needs to be crawling into a scene of getting a title here soon. But Jasper Troy, they're still trying to build and get him over with the fans of NXT. So I am choosing Jasper Troy to win this match. All right, we're going to get next. Sol Ruka defends her NXT Women's North American Championship against Izzy Dame from the Culling. There's been an interesting story between Tatum Paxley along with Sol Ruka and Zarya and, you know, Izzy Dame, and Izzy Dame kind of taking advantage of Tatum Paxley. And at this point, you know, she just played on the emotions of Tatum, and Tatum has now kind of sort of seemingly joined the Culling. But anyways, but this has led a match between Izzy Dame and Sol Ruka, and I feel as if Sol Ruka is going to retain, but I can see where Tatum could get involved and cause Sol Ruka to lose the championship. Also, Sol Ruka is in a match for Sunday's event as well, which we will talk about here in a moment. But I feel as if Sol Ruka will retain the championship because ultimately I think she's going to drop that title to Zarya. So Sol Ruka retains the NXT North American Women's Championship. All right, next match we are going to have on the card is Fatal Influence versus the sudden teaming of Jordynne Grace and the first official match, debut match of Blake Monroe. This match, they can't let Blake lose. Blake is just now joining the roster. So unfortunately, Fatal Influence is going to start that implosion again between Fallon Henley and NXT Women's Champion JC Jane. And I see Blake Monroe picking up the win here in this match for her team. with Jordan Grace, but keep an eye on Blake. Blake is about Blake, okay? Glamour isn't for everyone, okay? It isn't for everyone. So I'm thinking we might see some sort of turn or whatnot, especially if Jordan Grace wins the NXT Women's Championship. So Grace and Monroe wins this match. Next match we have on the card is a rivalry that's been going on for months now. And that is the NXT North American Champion, Ethan Page, going against Ricky Saints in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Now, I feel like if anything on this card can steal the show, it is this one. These two have great chemistry together. They've been working with each other for years, so they're very familiar with one another. I feel like this match is going to be pretty brutal. Ricky Saints was put on the shelf by Ethan Page when Ethan Page won the NXT North American Championship from Saints because of a chair shot to the throat. So I'm anxious and, I really want to tune into this match to see how it ultimately plays out. In my mind, I feel like Saints is going to win that NXT North American Championship back and go back into starting his reign with the gold, being that star that he is. It's almost time for Ethan Page to kind of make that jump into the main roster. So Saints gets the win over Page in a Falls Count Anywhere match. And the final match of the Great American Bash is NXT champion Obafemi against Inamura. This match doesn't have a lot of story to it, but it has like a good feel to it because Inamura has become a fan favorite of the NXT fans, coming over from Japan and partnering with Josh Briggs. I feel like they should be more in the tag team scene, but I can see why they're giving him an opportunity, just like they did with Miles Bourne, a couple months back. So ultimately, he's going to fall to the ruler. Inamura is not enough to take down Oba. You're going to need somebody of a more higher stature to take down an Obafemi. So Obafemi retains the NXT Championship in a wild match, a great match, but a fall from grace is going to put Inamura down for the count. All right, moving on to the next event, which comes on at 8 p.m. on Saturday night's main event. And if any event this weekend really don't hit the way it should, I think this one may be it. But I'll tell you why the other one may not here in a moment. But for Saturday night's main event, let's jump right on into this card. First match on the card, Solo Sikoa defends his United States Championship against Jimmy Uso. And to be real with you, this is just a filler type of thing. Jimmy Uso is not winning that title. Jimmy Uso needs more exposure, man. I don't know what they can do to kind of elevate him a little bit. He's been in this bloodline influx for a minute now, and he needs different types of stories, different types of rivalries to get him to elevate. I feel like he has it, but they've not put him in a great position. Solo just started his new MFT family and his faction, should I say, and they're going to get involved. It don't matter if Jacob shows up. It don't matter who shows up. They're going to get involved, and ultimately Jimmy is going to fall to Solo. So Solo Sikoa retains the United States Championship. All right, next match we have on the card is Drew McIntyre against Randy Orton. Drew McIntyre returned last Friday on SmackDown and, came into the ring between Cody and Randy. He made a few barbs to Cody about taking the championship if he takes it away from Cena, and, talk some trash about how he wasn't going to hesitate, sending the shot at Randy Orton. And Randy Orton did not like it. He RKO'd him, left the building, and hence is this match. Now, Drew is just returning. Randy has been here for a little bit. I don't know what this is going to lead to, but I do feel like Drew is going to get the win and start this downhill fall of Randy Orton really caring about what other people think. Randy is really seeking to become a 15-time world champion. And his fall from, I guess, proverbial grace is going to turn him back into that 08-09 Randy when he was punt kicking the soul out of people. They aren't teasing these punt kicks for no reason. Somebody's eventually going to get punt kicked, and it's going to be somebody of significance. So I see Drew McIntyre getting the win over Randy Orton. Next match we have on the card is LA Knight, versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth freaking Rollins. I mean, come on. They've been going back and forth for about a couple of months now, and Seth got too much firepower with him now. We might get a CM Punk sighting. We might get a Sami Zayn sighting, but I don't think we're going to get Sam because he's put on the shelf for a minute. Maybe Jey Uso. But I don't see LA Knight getting out of this with a win at all. And it's kind of sad because I really want LA Knight to continue to elevate. But they're not putting him in the right positions to elevate, in my opinion. But Seth Rollins is Mr. Money in the Bank. There's no way they're going to give him the loss. He's going to eventually get the A championship back, whether it's the undisputed WWE title or the World Heavyweight Championship. He's going to get a title. So Seth freaking Rollins and his crew gets the win. And the final match that we have on the card, the possible retirement match of Goldberg versus the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no way in hell they about to put that World Heavyweight Championship on Goldberg. Ain't no way in hell. Hell to the no, to the no. And honestly, it's cool. We're going to get the cool entrance and all that stuff. We know the match is going to be like 5 to 7 minutes. I want Gunther to beat the living out of Goldberg, him to decimate him. I want him to send him packing. It is time for Goldberg to hang it up. Allegedly, this is his retirement match. We will see. WWE, but do not play with me. Don't play with me. Let Gunther keep the championship. SummerSlam's around the corner. Gunther retains the World Heavyweight Championship, ending Saturday night's main event. And now to get to the main event of the weekend, which is the Evolution PLE. And I'm kind of disappointed with it. So it's been a whole lot of, chatter online about how many tickets was sold, and they blocked out the entire top part of the arena. So the hard cam is not going to show you the whole arena. That it was not sold out as a show. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's WWE's fault. You keep trying to go against AEW. This is one of AEW's biggest events. I believe it's All In or something like that, or whatever it is, this weekend, right? And that's one of their main big pay-per-views of the year. And what you do is not only do you schedule 3 shows during that time frame, but you also schedule it near a Beyonce concert. That ain't smart. So, they kind of set themselves up for this, and I really, really feel bad for the women that are, really worked hard to get this PLE back. They deserve their own PLE, but it needs to be built in the right way. And, when I look at this entire card, man, like maybe 1, maybe 2 matches, I feel like have significance to be on this card, but the rest of it just feels like fillers. And I'm highly disappointed in WWE, and hopefully, they can find some way or some things that they can do to help enhance this show. One could be bringing back AJ Lee. But anyways, let's get to the card for Evolution. So we're going to start off with the Women's World Heavyweight Championship match between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. Why are we getting this match again? I don't know. But again, lazy booking. We're not looking to build stories. And Io Sky, to be honest with you, she hasn't been wrestling lately. And then we haven't built anything with her. And I'm kind of disappointed with that because we have a lot of talent on all 3 rosters, especially the NXT women's roster, but all 3 rosters that we can build stuff around. And again, I already went on a whole rant about it. I'm not going to do it again. They don't invest in the way they should in storylines throughout WWE. And we got a big problem, with getting that investment and getting people to buy into that investment. So again, we're going to get this match. Now, are they going to put the title back on Rhea just because SummerSlam's around the corner now and they want this big old popularity thing? Come on. It sucks, but I feel like they're going to put the title back on Rhea. Somebody's going to lose the title. on this show. And I feel like it's going to be EO, and I think they're going to try to make it all, oh my God, for the first time, blah, blah, blah. So I am picking Rhea Ripley to win this match, unfortunately, for EO. And hopefully we actually do something with the World Heavyweight Championship this time. Next match I have on the card is Tiffany Stratton defends her WWE Women's Championship against Trish Stratus. I'm going to be short and sweet. Tiffany Stratton retains. I don't care. We just threw Trish into this. I'm over it. Moving on. There will be a women's battle royal for an opportunity to get a title shot at Clash in Paris. There's many women from NXT, SmackDown, Raw, but I feel like the favorite, and I'm rolling with the favorite, is Booker T.
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah.
Stephanie Vaquer is going to be the winner of this match. She has global appeal. And they need to figure out a way to get Booker T up. But anyways, we're gonna talk about that later. But I feel like Stephanie Vaquer is the favorite to win this match. I feel like Stephanie Vaquer is going to win this match. And we're going to see Stephanie Vaquer challenge for the Women's World Championship at Clash in Paris. Next match we have is the NXT Women's Championship between Jordynne Grace and JC Jane, the champion, with the caveat because the winner of this goes on to face Masha Slamovic for her TNA Women's Knockouts Championship, and a title for title match. And this screams Jordynne Grace, and I'm going with Jordynne Grace. Her familiarity with TNA, she's already had multiple title shots at the NXT Championship, has come up short. JC Jane, y'all already know how I feel about it. Let's get the title on Jordynne Grace so we can get her versus Slamovic in a possible classic of a match. Jordynne Grace wins the NXT Women's Championship. Next match we have is a fatal four-way women's tag team championship between the champions of Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Sol Ruka and Zarya, the Kabuki Warriors, and the newly formed tag team of Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. This has a lot that can happen in it. Zarya, in my opinion, is jealous of Sol Ruka being a champion. Then you got to think about the Kabuki Warriors. They've been with Damage Control for a minute. They were together and won many tag team championships. We got to build a story here. They've been building Kairi Sane as this individual act. Watch out for Asuka in this match because she don't care. Nobody is ready for Asuka, remember? So it leads me to Charlotte Flair and Bliss with Raquel and Roxanne. And to continue the implosion of the Judgment Day, i.e. Liv Morgan not being there, I feel like Flair and Bliss are going to win these tag team championships. I pick Charlotte Flair and Twisted Bliss, Alexa Bliss, to win the women's tag team championships. All right, next match on the card is Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a penultimate match, in a no-holds-barred match. This match can steal the show. It can. Hear me out now. Hear me out. Okay, it can steal the show if it's barbaric enough. This has been a rivalry going on for a minute. And because Naomi is Miss Money in the Bank, she's going to get a world title, y'all. She's going to get it. I feel as if Jade is going to take the win in this match because they're trying to build some wins so she is consistently in that world title scene, not just off of her aura, but what she has done in the ring. So I'm going to pick Jade Cargill to win this match, but keep your eye on Naomi. And the final match on this card, the one that I feel like can absolutely, positively, and should steal the show, the one with the most build, is the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between the champion, Damon, Becky Lynch, versus Bayley, versus the previous and the first Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. There is bad blood between all three. And this has been building over the last few weeks with one standing tall over the other. Becky attacking Lyra and Bayley It's just been a thing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The thing that I care about the most is that we're starting to invest in this, okay? They deserve to have maybe the main event spot of this show. These three women should put on a classic. All three of them are amazing in the ring. Hopefully their chemistry translates into a triple threat match, i.e. just like the one we just saw at WrestleMania between Rhea, Bianca, and Io. It was just amazing. It stole the whole show, the whole weekend, and I feel like this triple threat match will do the same, which would be great for the prestige of the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Now, as it pertains to the match, I can see Bayley and Lyra basically canceling themselves out and the man outsmarting them and still holding that championship after this match is over. I am picking Becky Lynch to retain the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And that'll do it for me, you guys. We've been hanging out for a little bit now, and I pretty rapidly went through 3 different match cards. Or 3 different show cards. So with that being said, here's a few things before we get out of here. Number 1, enjoy your weekend. Have a great time. Please be safe. The weather has been kind of crazy. Want you all to be safe. Number 2, follow Surturbo Media on all social media platforms. SIRTOBA Media. Where the struggle is real to be awesome each and every single day. If you want to catch full episodes of The Grind, Total Football Talk, the returning in or out sports debate, Surturbo Media is the place to be. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can catch The Grind on many other social media platforms where you get to see clips of episodes, and I have some plans coming for some other things. But follow The Grind on all social media platforms. Those specific ones will be available for you to see here in a moment. And remember, getting right is never done, so you always need to stay on your grind and stay true to what you do, stay true to why you do, and always stay true to you. I love y'all. Enjoy this great weekend of wrestling all around. No matter who you're a fan of, enjoy wrestling. Be safe, have some great food, and I'll see y'all next week.
I push that way to get that goal, but I don't break 'cause I'm in love.